am here with Periscope right now from the green room here at NBC Sports Chicago. You asked for Danny and Casey from the Red Stars, and they had very much Chicago problems with traffic, so they missed the rush. But we have your questions here, and we wanted to ask them for you guys. So, ladies, thank you for joining me, and I'm sorry you had to deal with the very real problem of rain and Chicago traffic together.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Well, glad to be here. And then the first question that we have from fans is, what challenges are you most excited to take on this season? So I'll start with you, Danny, and then I'll ask you as well, Casey.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that one of the ones that's obvious for this season is that the World Cup is coming, and we'll be missing some players this season during crucial games. And I don't know how many games they miss total. I guess it'll depend how far they go in the World Cup, but we lose a lot of high quality players in our team, so it'll be, other players on the team filling in those roles and taking on those responsibilities that they might not be used to. So I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for us this year.
That's a good one. And then I guess looking ahead, we've made it to the semifinal quite a bit, but we haven't made it past that. It's a little bit of a hurdle, so I think making it past that and to the final.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, the Red Stars are one of the most winning women's professional soccer franchises there is, especially in the United States. So the tradition of winning is big with you guys. Number two, and I'll start with you, Casey, is what is your game day meal? Alex asked this question.
That's a great question. So I love breakfast food, so that's my go-to. I'll have egg whites. I'll do toast, some fruit, and some pancakes. I know that's like crazy, but it's like my go-to. So.
Oh, that sounds pretty normal to me.
That's very normal because that's like mine. No, yeah, I'm huge on the breakfast on game day. I like to get a big meal in the morning and then kind of something lighter as I get closer to the game, so I'm not running around with a full stomach. So I'd say some sort of omelet with pancakes as well.
Nice. Those are both solid choices. Who doesn't love breakfast? All right, so number three, this is from Lauren. Which teams do you least like playing?
Oh gosh. I would say there's two. North Carolina is probably up there because we always battle with them. It's always a crazy game. And then I'd also say Portland because it gets pretty physical.
Yeah, I'd say those two teams as well. I think we've always gone head-to-head with North Carolina. They win, we win, they win. It's always a very close game. And with Portland, like Casey said, they're a very physical team, and so are we. And we like to battle, and it's not a very pretty soccer game to watch, but it's fun to watch each of the teams kind of go at it.
Yeah, and it's funny because you don't hear people talk about games being physical a lot in soccer in general. So tell me about that a little bit more. What happens when you guys take on Portland?
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of like a bloodbath. It's like, okay, who's going to kick each other harder is honestly how I look at it. Not being safe, but like, not trying to hurt anyone, but like...
We can have some humor.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say stepping onto the field, it's just, both teams are very good soccer playing teams, so I think it's whoever's going to fight and work hard for each other and, win the 50-50 challenges and win the first and second balls, and that's huge for us.
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. It comes down to those things.
Yeah, you were the one who said physical first, though.
Yeah.
So is that your impression, the same?
Yeah, totally. There's always a lot of fouls, a lot of tough tackles. It's kind of like who can put their stamp on the game first kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. All right, so number four, and this is to Danny, and we talked about this a little bit off camera. How's your time in Sydney impacted your NWSL game? And that's from Alexander.
Alexander, okay. Yeah, so my time in Sydney was great. I think it was awesome. It was great to play with a quality team, a good soccer playing team, and it was nice to win the W League championship. I think, I've built a lot of relationships on and off the field with those girls, and I think it's helped me in the sense that it allowed me to keep playing and training in an environment to get better for this upcoming NWSL season. I think that was the biggest reason why I headed over to Sydney, because I knew it was a good team. I knew I was going to get better with the players I was playing with, so that was really important for me.
And I'll just ask you, Casey, what prepared you the most for the NWSL? Was it school? Was it training elsewhere? Was it playing with a different team? What was it?
So I think playing at Florida State was great. My coach did a great job of making the environment very professional and preparing us for the next level. If you weren't performing, you simply didn't play. And so that was great. And then I played one professional year in Norway before coming, so I think that was a good next step. It's not quite as at the level of NWSL, but it was good to kind of get that experience under my belt before coming.
And at least a little bit of Chicago weather preparation.
Yeah, I felt right at home. Yeah.
All right, so the last question is from Jessica, and she says, love the new kits. How did you both get into soccer? So I'll start with you, Casey.
Shout out to the new kits. Elevated kit 2019. I got into soccer honestly because of my friends, and once I started playing, I just fell in love with the game and never stopped. I didn't have any brothers or sisters or anything like that, so just got into it with my friends.
That's awesome. What about you?
Yeah, so when I was growing up, my brother played soccer, and I always wanted to do everything he did. So I was kind of playing in the backyard with him and his friends. I would go to his training sessions, jump in. And I was also playing basketball at the time, and it's funny because I used to enjoy basketball a lot more, but it came to a point where my parents was like, I don't know if you're growing anymore. I think you should maybe stick to soccer. I think that's going to be better for you. So, I mean, I think they were right.
I am not tall either. I understand. Well, Danny, Casey, we appreciate you doing this, and thanks to everybody who had questions and who hung with us on this Periscope. So thanks for watching.